Hello, everybody. I hope everybody's okay. My name is Lungine Maduna, and I'm very excited to once again be doing a presentation 2 nights in a row. Load shedding really has us, really has us. But I think we're grateful to to have an opportunity to still be able to do these things, even though maybe some people here and there are struggling to connect, but luckily we're able to record these sessions. And if you've missed any other session, I'd encourage you to take the time to maybe look for these recordings in the groups. They are there. If you can't find it, please maybe speak to an upline of yours, just to make sure that you are up to scratch, we're up to date with everything that we keep sharing. Okay, let me just quickly move this thing so that I can hit the ground running. Right, guys. It's so important if you're new in the business. It's very important to um, to find out from your upline what systems and what things to make sure to look out for. Because it's so easy to come into a thing and kind of have your own perspective about how best to do the thing. But I mean, the smartest way to do it is to find out from the people who have already done it. So you just generally have to, make friends with your upline and try and make sure, that, buy them lunch if you can. But if not, just call them as often as you can, just so that you make sure that you learn as much as you need to learn. I mean, there's so many things that you need to learn. You need to learn a lot of things about back office, about how to place people, about how to invite people, about how to deal with objections and things like that. So before I start, I just wanted to say that to everybody who's new, please make sure that you build a strong relationship with your upline, because they've been in this business for a while, for a bit, and maybe not just them, maybe even their upline and their upline, because that's the best way of learning things quicker. So this is where we're going to start. The power of our products, right? Try the products and get your results. Share results with your sponsor regularly. Right. So let me just read everything, and then I'll speak more to this, because I'm a testimony personally of this. Trying being a product of your product. Try and share model. You use the product. You share your experience. Number 3, you share the products with others. Number 4, you share others' experiences. So when I first got into the business, I had a problem. My problem was an ingrown toenail, but I also have a ankle problem because of playing drums, which now and again I kind of find it, and then I have to go back to the SLD and STP. But the one testimony that I have, it's just that video is disgusting. Well, it doesn't disgust me, but I think it's weird to share a video like that. But I've got a video of my ankle, my toenail peeling off. The skin around my toenail peeling off. Because I had taken SLD, STP, and I took GTS. And I mean, that problem was there for a long time. And there's people who know me from back in the day. I used to limp now and again at gigs, and my band members always knew that there was this thing, because I used to show them and they would be like, so yeah, that thing, well, I had surgery done on it years ago, but it came back again just as I was about to take these supplements. When it came back, I took these supplements, and these supplements, got that sorted for me. So from that, then, I mean, started sharing that testimony a little bit, not the video, but the story of the testimony. And a lot of people now when they ask me why I think these products work, the case is always that. So I also tried it with my aunt and a lot of other people. If you were here yesterday, I've been sharing a lot of testimonies, and all these testimonies that I got, I always share them in the group because I know the value of one being a product of your own product, because when you have used the product, you yourself have your own experience. So you're not just talking something just because you're reading it. So when you're reading SLT does 1, 2, 3, it's one thing to sell or to speak about a product just from paper, but it's something else. It just gives you that conviction. I know Lerato and a couple of people that I used to speak to when we started this business. We looked at all of these claims and we were like, nah, this thing doesn't sound true. Even for us, we're like, this thing doesn't sound true. So it was hard to talk about these things when we saw people. When we came across people, it was very hard to tell them what our products do. But because we use the products, then now we have the confidence. Lerato has his own testimonies that he shares with me, and this is the reason why when he speaks about the products too, he has a conviction to certain products because he's seen them work. Now we've seen them work on other people. That's even greater, even better. But initially, when we were not sure, we needed to use it on ourselves and on our family members. So I really encourage everybody to try the supplements and then share them. This is the fastest way, I think, that I can share with everyone who's watching, to one, building belief for yourself, and also for the people around you. Because if it has worked for you, you'll speak about it. But it's even better if it works for someone else, because they speak about it. And the more other people speak, it's the more it validates what we're saying. The power of writing down goals. Even last time when I was here, I remember I was doing this presentation with Mina a while ago. Okay, yes, Noah has a hand raised. Do you want to say something, Noah?
Sorry for interrupting.
No problem.
Good evening, everyone.
Yes.
Yeah, I have a problem here. I don't know, each and everyone has got the same problem. I can't see clearly the screen. It shows half. Some of the words are not coming on my screen.
Oh, okay. I'm not sure. Let me see what the problem is. Maybe other people can let me know if it's everywhere. Is something happening? No? Is it getting better?
No, actually, half of the words are not coming on my screen. I just see the half.
Maybe let me stop and start. Let me just do this. Let me just do this and try it again. It's been a while since I used these things, Emmanuel. So thank you for letting us know so that we try fix it. Let me see if I'm getting it right now. Screen appearing?
Yeah, now it is clear.
Is it clear now?
Yes, please.
Okay, thank you very much. Let me just do this. Right. Let me admit more people. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. So carrying on with what I was saying, when we spoke with Mina last time I was here, I said, I was like, let me be honest, this is not my 18 area. And as I know, this is a weak point of mine. You see, when I do my SWOT analysis, this is one of the things that I always have to put in there because I know I'm very poor at this, but I know the value of this because it really worked for me a lot in high school, but I think after high school, my head has always been, I don't know, maybe it's the, being the creative that I am. And I like the flexibility. Someone's mic is on. If they could mute it, I'd be happy. Thank you very much. So the power of writing down goals. The secret is being specific. The secret is that they must be measurable, they must be attainable, they must be relevant, they must be time-based. It's all good to have a goal. Like you see, I know I'm saying I don't do this thing, but I did it recently, and I'm busy doing it, and I can see it work for me quite a lot. The thing of being specific, if you have a goal, it's all good to have it, but I mean, if you're not specific, it becomes a problem, because if you're not specific about, what that goal is, how do you know when to celebrate? How do you know, when you've reached that goal? So it's very important for us to have specific goals, and you must be able to measure them. You must be able to measure them. Even if you say, I want to have R1,000,000, that's a measure. At least it's R1,000,000. So you will know when, you have not hit the mark or not. If you're saying, if, for example, you'd like to lose weight, you must know, I'd like to lose 2 kilograms. That is measurable. So even in this business, you must have, measurable goals, to know that, for example, now we've got this trip going to the islands. So you should know how many PVs you need, and you should know how many you're going to be trying to get at each and every turn. They must be attainable. It's all good to have goals and say, I'd like to lose 50 kilograms. Man, I think for me, that would be not attainable. I'm not a skeptic. I just understand that is, for me, not attainable right now, maybe later. They must be relevant, and they must be time-based. If there is no time limit to your goals, one of the things that happens is that, or that I've found with myself, is that when I don't put time frames to my goals, I find that I tend to relax quite a lot. I'm more like a person that works under pressure. So if that thing is not there, then there is no pressure for me. I don't know if there are other people who are like me, who need that time frame to know that this thing is going to expire by this time. And when you see the time, it's like, yo. So now I have 7 days. Now I have 6 days. Now I have 4. I don't know if it's just me, but yeah, I feel this value when they're time-based. The power of your sponsor. Ask your sponsor to introduce you to 5 upline sponsors. These people are interested in your growth. Be visible and attend all events, presentations, trainings, etc. of the company together with your sponsor. Well, this one, again, don't worry, guys. For every time I do a thing like this, for me, it's a conversation. It's not a lecture. It's a conversation. I'm just going to be sharing my own personal experiences. It's just too hot here today. Something interesting happened when I went to. I'm not trying to floss here. Please don't read me wrong. Okay, when I went overseas, maybe let me just leave it at that, just before someone, accuses me of other things. When I went overseas, I had a problem here. A person who was in my team needed to do something, but they couldn't find me on the phone. But luckily, because we work very closely with Lerato, Lerato had met them and they had Lerato's number. So when they couldn't find me, after a lot of days, they then started to call Lerato, to say, hey man, my brother, I've been trying to find Lungine Maduna. I don't know, where is he? So Lerato's like, no, the brother's not here, he's overseas, what. So what can I help you with? So this is exactly what we mean when we say you have to know, up to 5, levels up, because just in case your upline is not available and you want to make a 3-way call, you must call their upline. If he's not available, you must call the upline of the upline, because there's no reason why business must stop and wait just for, one person who is not available. So it's a very important principle, that I also am encouraging, right now, to everyone who's watching, that please make sure, that you don't just have just a relationship with your upline. It's great. That relationship is good, but you must understand how this business works. You're a team. So once, you're working with your upline, find the upline of the upline, find the upline of the upline, because it's just one big team, guys. It's just one big family. The power of our tools. Ask your sponsor to add you in all groups, platforms for communication, knowledge sharing, most critical tools to use. So we've got the 2x72 model. So that's one of the tools that we use. So if you don't know what a 2x72 model is, it's where you're encouraged to getting 2 people every 72 hours to join this business. And how that happens, it happens mostly, and Leader Natalia always explains this, and I saw that she came on. Hi Leader. She explains it like this, that if you want to grow your team, one of the things you need to do is invite people to these presentations, and they must see how simple it is when I say these presentations, I don't mean this one. This one is for members, but I'm talking about, all these presentations that we have, like the Wednesday Pro Product presentation and the business presentation and the WhatsApp presentation on Wednesday, so the idea is that you invite as many people as you can, and you're trying to get 2 people to join in. So as soon as they've watched the presentation, the next thing that you do a three-way call with your upline, and you try figure out and you try close them. So this is the entire system of 2x72. And the idea is that even if you fail at 2x72, but if you're consistently trying to build 2x72, in a short space of time, you're sitting with a lot of people that you've signed onto the business. Right, so more tools are the first steps manual, try and share product model. We spoke about that one. The compensation plan, 90 days strategy. All right, here's the 2x72. I already spoke about that one. So step 1, invitation. Take action immediately. Build an initial list of contacts, 25 prospects. You see, these 2 things are very important. You see, the thing of taking action immediately is important because, just like with anything that you try to do, if you wait for too long, then you are soon going to become scared. That thing that you want to do is soon going to intimidate you. So the immediate action is very important, because if you don't take it immediately, your brain is quickly or soon going to start whispering things to you, and you are going to believe your brain. Build an initial, yes. So this thing of a list is very important. Sitting down with I've got a book, I don't have it here now, where I wrote everyone that I thought I wanted to speak to about this business, a whole long list of people. And I had like, a target per day, of how many people I wanted to speak to invite to presentations, and that's what I did, sitting down, looking at that list, talking to them. Obviously, that, for example, if you're trying to get, say, 5 people to come, chances are maybe you have to talk to about 25, 30, 35, people like saying, yeah, no, I'll come, no, remind me next week, all of those things. And I sit down and make all of those notes. Others really, then the next time they don't answer your phone. But, for the ones that did, at least, it was a great thing because, most of them came in and were like, we really understand, we really like the business. And others were like, no, we don't like the business, we like the products. So how much is that thing? I'd like to buy the product. So you really lose nothing when you take the time and build the list. And from that list, take the time to call the people. And one thing about calling and sending texts and all of those things is that you must not take things to heart, right? It's important not to take things to heart. If someone says, no, I'm not interested, or they say no, don't take it personally. They're speaking about themselves. They're not saying anything about you or the business, because they've not heard the business yet. They're just talking about themselves and where they are. They're really not ready to hear a thing like that, but doesn't mean they will never be ready. So another hack that I've got is that all of those people, I find a way to share things with them one way or another, whether it's Facebook or TikTok or my status or all of those things. They're gonna see one way or another. They're gonna see the things that I'm busy with, because you never know. One day you find that even though they said no, but now they need money, or they say no, but now they really are sick, or the last time you spoke to them, they were not sick. So this thing didn't mean anything to them at that point. So I encourage you not to take it personally. They're not saying no to you. Invite them within the first 72 hours, and then 90% of a successful invitation is excitement. So you must learn to sell, when just your energy is what you must use. You must rely a lot on your energy, because people respond to energy more than words. People don't really respond a lot to words. They respond to how you sound when you speak about something. So I think, note this part. Step 2, presentation. Attend the next scheduled live business opportunity presentation, the pro product presentation, successful partner start trainings, the one that you're in right now, coffee sessions on Thursdays, very valuable, very valuable. If you're trying to understand this business, come to these coffee sessions with our leader. And the great thing about that one is that, you have the opportunity to ask Natalia. She's been in this business, I think, for over 6 years now, if I'm not mistaken. We're new in this business. It's only been a year or so in this one. Others might have network marketing experience, but here in this business, this one, APL she's got 6 years doing this business. So the tips she gives are invaluable. So attend all of those things. The big business seminars, those big business seminars once a month, online or offline. Just make sure that you attend. That's how you grow. And another reason for attending, and I make this example all the time, and I say, you can get a lot of results at home exercising, but there's something about going to the gym. When you go to the gym, you see other people, and you see someone doing very, very well. That thing motivates you, even though you are there for yourself. But when you see other people really putting energy in, getting results, it helps you. It helps you to pull up your socks. Same thing. I told you yesterday that I'm a church boy. I could sit here and pray at home. It's different. If I go to church, it's like, the energy of the people. It's the same thing even with network marketing. It does help when you go to all of these sessions, especially if you can do the live ones. It's simple. Everyone can do it. Yes, I agree. Everyone can do it. It's that simple. Sorry. Ask your sponsor about the schedule of system events, or visit our platform. Okay, here are all the platforms that you can visit. You'll check them on the video. Step 3, a three-way call. Yes. After the presentation, say to your prospect, I would like you to meet my team sponsor, who is doing very well in the business. Do you have 5 minutes to say hi? Do not skip the step. Your sponsor will share his or her success story and answer any question the prospect may have. The sponsor will attempt to close the prospect at this point. Very important point, this thing in the three-way call. Very important part in the three-way call, because I always say that when you do a three-way call, don't be reckless in how you introduce the person who's going to do the three-way call. Find something great that you can uplift, that you can say about this person, because if your energy is there's this guy in our team, I think he wants to talk to you. So are you available? Let's talk. It doesn't inspire any confidence, but I'm sure there's one or two things, that you can point out about this one person. You could say anything, you could say, hey man, there's this guy, Lungine Maduna. I'd like for you to have a session with him. He's so funny, and so passionate about, these products. Say something, because that would then make them want to meet that person. And this is what you want. You want them to come with an open mind. You don't want them to come already feeling like 5 more minutes, So it is our job as network marketers to really know how to market our thing. This is our thing. We're here as marketers. Yes, we're marketing to friends and family and occasionally to people we don't know, but it is important to realize that unless we we give it the energy and the education and we tell the people and we make it look glamorous, to the people who are listening, no one is really going to care about what we're doing. So here's a note. If you're not getting three-way calls from your personally sponsored associates within the first 72 hours, you need to pick up the phone and call them. And they are not, as they are not following the system. So, sorry, well, I went into Zulu there a little bit. Yeah, so you must take the phone and call them. I think that thing is just going to make them feel guilty because everybody knows. If you are in our system, you know that this is the system. Step 4, get plugged in. You must get new associates started properly. Associates are never more excited than the minutes they join. Anybody can enroll, but success is optional. It is critical that new associates create momentum by inviting prospects immediately. So we have to make sure that as soon as they hear it, one of the things that they need to go learn is just to invite, and it's not them presenting. And I think the thing is to show them and assure them that you are not saying to them that they must do a presentation to their friends. It's not a presentation we're saying. All we're saying is that come, encourage them to invite people to the presentation. And once the people get to the presentation and they see, oh, wow, this thing is so nice. Oh, I like that product. Oh, I think this business is great. They now gain the confidence to invite more people. If the new associate has not personally sponsored 2 new associates in the first 72 hours, they're not following the system. Plugging into the system is an absolute must. Duplication is the key. To create freedom in your business, only simple things can be duplicated. Yes. So it's about making it easy. So when people feel like whatever you're doing is difficult, people have excuses. People have excuses, guys. I don't know if you are like me. Yeah, I have excuses. I know from me, I'm not going to talk about other people, but people have excuses. And it's easy to give yourself an excuse that you can believe now. So the best way to remedy that is to make sure that you create a system that is easy for them to duplicate. So when you bring them to a presentation, you invite them, they come, and then they see there's a 3-way call and, you're not the one facilitating it. And leader Natalia always says, even if you know all the answers and how to do the presentation, the idea is not to show them that the idea is to show them how easy it is, to bring someone into the system. So this is the end of our slide. I don't know if anybody has any questions, but while I wait, I think, guys, one of the things I'll motivate here is for people to take these sessions seriously and look at all of these things, and I mean, you can listen to these videos a lot of times, or you can also read these slides a lot of times, just so that we can see if we're doing these things. The truth is, it doesn't matter how much information it's only the information that you use that will ever, get you anywhere. There's and I always say this, that, hey, there are so many smart people out there who are not successful, who are not making money at all. They know a lot of things, but they've not acted on half the things they know. And people who know, a quarter of the things they know are acting on the quarter, and they're making a lot more money than these people. So as word of encouragement is that, we have to, this year in 2023, be determined, to one, making sure, that we take stock of what we know, and once we've taken stock of what we know, then the next step is to make sure that, we execute what we know. Any questions? Okay, let me stop sharing. Any questions? Going once? Okay, I see a question. Okay, I know to Emmanuel. Let me just read this question. Okay, I think it's comments. Yes, you're right. The next SPS will be on Saturday at 9 a.m. We moved to make it. Oh, okay. All right. So the message is that the next SPS is on Saturday, 9 a.m. Sorry, not SPS, but compensation plan training. Okay. I think it's clear, guys. This is a message from leader Natalia. Well, I read it with the mistake. So the next compensation plan training is on Saturday, 9 a.m. So we moved it. Right. Hi. Does it really matter what time you take the lozenges? Well, our supplements really work whatever time you take them, but I'll make an example. With STP, it's said that the best time is I think 12, but I've always liked 10 for some reason. So I've always been telling my people to take it at 10. They're getting the results. So I think time is more a guideline. I always say this, when people ask me about it. I say that time is more a guideline. Scientists have looked at, when the best time is to take it as far as optimization. But I mean, if you forgot to take it at 10 in the morning, I don't think anything is stopping you from taking it at 6. You're not going to get sick for taking it at 6. Emmanuel, you can unmute. I don't know if this is an old hand or it's a new one.
It's a new one.
Thank you for the new hand.
Good evening once again, everyone.
Good evening.
I very much appreciate the way how you hit it. It's loud and clear.
Thank you.
As a networker needs money.
Yes.
And you need to change your goals in life. Yeah, I really appreciate. My question is, are we allowed to invite more non-members to attend our Zoom meeting?
Which Zoom meeting? This one?
Yes, like our leader Natalia have written there that we are going to be having another Zoom meeting Saturday. So are we allowed to invite more non-members?
Okay, I think leader Natalia will answer, but I think we must be able to differentiate between things that like trainings. Trainings are mostly for people that are within the team, because we're trying to kind of give tricks, and talk amongst each other with regards to how to look at things and how to answer this, how to do that, how to look at the back office training, back office and all of those things. So I think, but I'll leave it to leader Natalia to answer this one. But I know that we encourage that you invite people to the Wednesday one, to the Monday, I don't know if, the Monday WhatsApp presentation and the presentation on Sundays, the business opportunity presentation. I'm not sure about this compensation plan training. Leader Natalia?
Yes, Lungine. Hello, good evening to everyone. Thank you for the excellent training. I like it very much. This is a good question. We have a lot of trainings and presentations. Normally, it's better to invite a new prospect on Monday, WhatsApp session, or on Wednesday product presentation, or on Sunday business opportunity presentation, right? So you can find all information and links on our platform APL Go Africa Zoom.com. I mentioned it in the chat. You can find it. This Saturday, and next Saturday and next, we are planning to make compensation plan training. It is something like coffee session. We moved from Thursday to Saturday to have more people who can attend, right? It is not prohibited to invite new prospects if you feel that the person would like to understand our compensation plan. But you need to be sure this is not a presentation. This is not a presentation of compensation plan. This is really training in details. So we go through the compensation plan to understand every step. And maybe for your new prospect, it will not be interesting, you know? So you should differentiate how to make it better. But my advice is, as Lungile told before, to use the system. So invitation, then presentation, then three-way call with a sponsor or any member from your team, and then get plugged in. This is the best way to create, you remember the last slide, to create the duplication in your team, because duplication is the key. If you would like, if you saw our compensation plan, if you saw the presentation and you understand how much money you can earn here, the best way is to create duplication. So please use the system. This is the easiest way. We have enough online presentations during the week. And I'm sure on the ground, your upliners also are making presentations. And of course, do not forget that on Saturdays in the office, also there is a presentation. I hope I answered your question.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much. Yeah. Any other questions? Okay, I see Lisa. We must know the benefits of our products so that you won't get embarrassed in front of your clients. Yes, no, I think that goes without saying. I was saying it to my team that, I mean, one of the things that we can't, mince our words is that everybody has to know the product, so that we all say the same thing. We all have to sing from the same hymn book. It shouldn't be that, you promise things and I'm standing there, because I won't be able to say, to nod my head, if maybe what you're saying was wrong, but again, this business is about learning. We're learning on a daily basis. So yeah, we have to embrace that we are learning. So sometimes you think something does something, but maybe you were wrong. I don't know, maybe you saw a testimony somewhere 2 months ago and now you put it in your head that this product does that, so it is important to know, and to do due diligence, actually not due diligence, to make sure that you do your own homework as far as the study is concerned. Because I mean, if you're building a multi-million rand company or multi-million dollar or euro company, how are you doing it with, without even investing time in knowing what you're selling? You have to know what you're selling. Before the compensation plan, the products, you must know the products. And then the compensation plan, you must know the compensation plan. Otherwise, how are you building how are you intending on getting all of those millions? You must study so that you know it. But when you know it, you must study so that now you can teach it to your downlines, and study so that you can help your downlines teach it to their downlines. Any more questions? Going once, going twice. It's hot, guys. Gone. Thank you very much. I really appreciate everybody who came, everybody who participated. Thank you very much. And yes, I'm encouraging everybody, please go in hard on this business. It is a very good business. I was actually thinking about it recently that, this business pays us basically in euros, and we don't have a different compensation plan and a payment model to the Americans. So if I say I want to, live in America, I'm getting paid what they're getting paid here in South Africa, because it's not a different payment method for Africa and a different payment method for Europe. So this is what I'm sharing with you, which got me excited to think about it, that, if Americans are finding this valuable, as a business and as a vehicle, and it helps them live that expensive life there, it means I can live an expensive life here, with just this business, because I'm getting paid in a foreign currency. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, Lungine. Thank you.
Thank you, Lungile. Thank you for everyone. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Lungile. We do really appreciate. Thank you very much for the information and knowledge that you have shared with us. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Lungile.